let's see, it all started while I was at Juilliard. You see, though I was in the best, or at least back then, what was considered the best orchestra at the school, sitting assistant concertmaster, I felt that I had a good understanding of what I could and what I couldn't do as a violinist. But despite all of this, I felt that my position did not at all reflect a certain reality. Quite honestly, I was afraid that I would graduate and not find work, as I did not feel I was as good as I needed to be, as good as everything around me was saying that I was. So, much to the consternation of Miss DeLay, I decided to become the second violinist in the Blair Quartet in Nashville, Tennessee. I figured this would give me much time to work, and I was right, you see, as I got up every day at 6 o'clock in the morning and started practicing by 6:30. All this time was available, but I needed to know what to do, so sitting on my bed and trying to think through this problem, I started reading the introduction to Yost. And it was there that I began to understand what I needed to do. I mean, what can we do as a violinist? What can we do with our left arm as a violinist? Or right arm, for that matter. But I was more concerned with my left. Well, we can move across the strings like this, or up and down the strings like that. Basically, we can move around, I guess, the body of the instrument, but basically, that's it. That's all we can do. So I decided that for practicing moving across the strings, I would work on Schradiak. You know. Schradiak, which I did for an hour and a quarter every morning. I went through the whole book. But before I did this, I decided to work on Yost, which I did for an hour and a half every morning. Yost being one finger scales, each finger, all the strings. And with that, I established my daily routine, which I did every morning. That was from 6:30 until 8, I did Yost. And the Schradiak I did from 8 till 9:15. Through the years, I've taught Yost one-finger scales, but the actual book is out of print. And so with that in mind, I decided to make one myself. This one-string scales. As I said before, it's one-finger scales that are done like this, with the first finger, second, third, fourth, can be 1 octave, can be 2 octaves, major or even chromatic scales. Even arpeggios. Again, with second finger, third, etc. Exploring this idea, you see, one can do finger replacements like this. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Or 1, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2. All of this, as you can see, it's all slurred. But there are no requirements as to how many notes per bow. Just depends. What we really want to pay attention to is that the pitch is really, really good. Now, continuing our exploration, we can do intervals such as thirds, again with all the fingers, combinations of fingers. We can do fourths, fifths, sixths, sevenths, octaves. So this is the Yost that I know. And as I said before, I found it incredibly useful. And so with that, when it's all said and done, please do remember my first rule. Never press, never be tight, never squeeze. Because it's really hard to do Yost when you're tight, when you're squeezing, and when you're pressing. Have a great day.